I believe that everybody should talk about what they know. If I knew about the poison, I would be talking loudest. Jacob never told me about that. But those to whom he disclosed that he was poisoned have a duty to expound more. I don't agree with those who are threatening others that nobody should talk about poisoning. The issue has been raised. The only answer is that we should now get a detailed medical report from the U.S., which is credible. This is not the first time poison talk has been there. The Minister of State for Health, Mrs. Kaduchu, was once poisoned. She actually admitted it herself. She had to go for treatment. So in my opinion, it is not helpful to suppress a discussion. If Jacob ever told his father that he was poisoned, then that should be investigated rather than suppressed. In medicine, there is what they call underlying causes of death and then the immediate cause. The cancer may be an immediate cause, but maybe there were other underlying causes. The scientists have the capability of finding poison. Poison can also be treated. The Russian opposition leader, Navalny, who went to Yale University with me, definitely was poisoned. And he went out and he was treated, and he's okay. Mrs. Kaduchu was poisoned. She was treated. She's okay. So the poison talk should not turn our country into a state of fear, where people will even fear now to go to a TV station and drink water. Next time I come to NTV, I'll be looking very suspiciously at the bottle of mineral water. We can't have a country like that. So I really think we must confront those issues and try to build a political system where we can disagree without being disagreeable. But if now you think the way to deal with your opponent is to eliminate them, then we are heading to civil war. That's correct. If you know, you should share what you know. But there are those who are now using it just for politics. But I have heard General Sejusa talking about poison and about how generals fear to even eat in meetings among his colleagues. I saw a dramatic TV recording where General Sejusa was saying everybody now goes with mineral water in their jackets and with the chapati in their jackets. Maybe that is a bit exaggerated, because I really wouldn't want to carry a bottle of mineral water in my jacket or even a chapati. But these are, it is something which has got to be confronted so that people can allay their fears. Soon you will hear that nobody wants to eat in a public place. People will even fear going to restaurants. And yet, it is in restaurants that people gather. So I think the president should draw a line between those who are politicizing that issue and those like the father of Jacob, who are saying they were told. But I also one day saw a headline in the Observer that President Museveni had ordered an investigation into Oulanyah's poisoning. I don't know where that investigation ended. All those are questions. So I think the president should target those who are making baseless allegations, and he should not tackle those who are simply asking questions. Because now you journalists will all be targeted, because you are trained to ask questions. So should you be arrested for asking Jacob's close friends? I'm sure he disclosed to a number of other friends about the poison. He definitely did not disclose to me, because I would have put him under a lot of pressure to pursue it to its logical conclusion. He never even ever told me he had cancer. But I knew that because of the severe beating he got on the 10th of December 1990 in Makerere when we were on strike as students. He was our speaker, remember, and I was the guild president, and the police came to disperse an assembly of students, and 2 students were killed, shot by the police. Many others were injured by bullets, and Jacob was beaten very severely with the butt of a gun, and that beating traumatized his internal organs. He had to undergo emergency surgery in Mulago, and they removed his spleen. Remember, the spleen is one of the organs that really helps to purify the body. It fights infections. So when you don't have a spleen, you are prone to infections. We should thank God that Jacob was able to live for this long against all the odds. But we have noted that he kept his illness to himself, and he would share very little details. So he never ever told me that he had cancer, not at all.